form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole.
Ash leveled up 4 times. He was low level, but yeah, no, he leveled up to level 13. He kind of went crazy that match.
I wonder if those relics truly hide such power. Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well.
Sothis is
As one who
sus.
wields the sword of the creator, does that mean you possess that power too?
Perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have a crest of goodness.
The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened.
Oh, he's alive. Okay. Gilbert just, like, he got slaughtered and he was like, nah, I'd live.
People would lose faith in the nobles.
Okay, that's it's just funny.
One using a relic and transforming into a all regions
It's a little
of Fobrin
cold.
would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs. Please ensure the students who accompanied you understand that as well. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, of course.
His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the goddess.
Punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic even though they were unworthy and unqualified.
She's kind of crazy, dog. You knew?
Of course. That is why we rushed to recover it. Sadly, we did not arrive in time. The church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would.
As you wish. I mean, I end up getting it again, maybe, I think. Or maybe I just don't. I don't know.
Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the coming moon at that time.
Is your meeting over, Professor?
Yes. You look troubled.
I was just thinking about something. Professor, the possession of relics and crests has been highly valued in Fargus since ancient times. It's far from uncommon for someone to lose their ability to lead their house because they don't bear a crest. Just like Miklon. It happened to my uncle as well. The eldest child of the king, and yet he never ascended to the throne. All families whose bloodlines carry the crests of the 10 elites are much the same. But House Gautier takes it a step further and absolutely requires an heir who possesses a crest.
Why are they, or I guess why House Gautier in particular?
That house, the power of crests is a necessity, not a luxury. House Gautier holds the most northern territory in the kingdom, and they have fought with the people to the north for many years. The head of that house is responsible for protecting that territory from fearsome invaders, whom they keep at bay with the power of crests and relics. In exchange for that responsibility, they are granted special privileges within the kingdom.
A crest grant them special privileges?
In a way.
Whoa, my face.
That said, ability cannot be measured by the possession of a crest alone. I believe that Margrave Gautier was wrong to disinherit Miklon, simply because he did not bear a crest. Still, there is always a reason for why such customs stand the test of time. Imagine what this world would be like if no one placed any stock in crests. Bloodlines that carry crests would dwindle. The metaphorical blade used to oppose threats would eventually rust. This same argument has been made
Can't
time
get
and
enough of
time
my
again
blue
across
lines.
the years. Both sides are
People seem to
right
love
and
Dimitri.
wrong.
What do you believe, Dimitri?
I believe those with crests and those without should acknowledge the other's strengths and learn to respect each other based on personal merits. And that doesn't apply only to crests. The same holds true for lineage, race, faith, ideologies. If we could just accept each other
Dimitri
and make
solving
mutual
all
concessions,
isms.
one step at a time, perhaps. Who knows if that's even possible? Everyone has something that is unacceptable within them. I certainly do, and I'd wager you do as well. I wonder which is best, Professor.
Edelgard is the most loved? Or I guess the Edelgard's like house, Black Eagles. Interesting.
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected,
Yeah, that's probably
Master
the
soul of
answer.
the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Archbishop.
What
Seth,
happens?
What troubles you?
Flame is missing.
No.
I cannot find her anywhere.
Okay.
Professor, have you seen Flame recently?
Actually, I don't think so.
I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Sedith. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
Okay. Oh, oh boy. No mission. And also, Flame is missing. Oh. I mean, it's another month, so.
Part
Horsebow
1.
Moon.
White clouds. Horsebow moon.
Rumors
of a reaper. As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horsebows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
Okay, exclamation points on the thing. That's interesting. I've never seen that before.
As I believe you are already aware, Sedith's younger sister Flame has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garrick Mach.
Flame is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she's
Yo!
going.
Hey,
as fast as I
Red,
could.
thank you for the follow. We're gonna
Found
jungle. I
nothing.
hope you enjoy your stay.
I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst.
Dog, if Flame is dead,
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night. The knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade.
well, I mean, I
There's
did
no way
see
she could
him,
have escaped
but
unscathed
I don't
if
think
she was
he's the
captured
one
by
that's
such a
doing
fiend.
it.
Where is she?
The Death
Sedith,
Knight.
Recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself. I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul, to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flame. The knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Okay.
Flame has disappeared? Sedith must be beside himself.
So, finding little Flame is our mission for this moon? Leave it to me, Professor. Chasing after girls is my specialty.
Jesus.
Elaine, even you must agree that now isn't the time for jokes.
I hope Flame is okay. I've heard rumors about some Death Knight running around town.
Sounds intriguing. I have been hoping to cross blades with him.
Felix.
Felix.
Ingrid's the only level-headed one here.
In any
She's just
case,
keeping
we
everyone
must
in
start the
line.
search at once. Every moment matters. On your order, Professor. Let's try to collect as much information as we can.
Yes, gather information. Investigation begin. I hear what's up.
I'm on the lookout for suspicious individuals. The only place I've yet to check is the library.
We'll go together.
As you wish. Candlelight. And who is that?
Is it Flame?
No, it isn't. Impossible.
Can you turn the camera around?
Professor, to do. What are you up to at this hour?
What do you mean
Your
impossible?
Highness, my apologies.
Oh, none necessary. I'm sorry for startling you. I was just doing some research. But I'm just about finished. I didn't realize how late it had gotten. We'd better head back to our quarters to do. Until tomorrow, Professor.
It's true though.
A most unusual man. Whatever could he have been looking for so late at night? That book is quite askew. He must have rushed to put it back upon the shelf.
Huh? Are we gonna discover something? Are we gonna discover something suspicious about Dimitri, though?
It seems to be a record of donations from nobility. Arundel.
Arundel.
That's not a name I know. But look at that. This Arundel gave quite a sum each year. That is, until the year 1174. He must have died or fallen to financial woe. I can't imagine what this has to do with Flame.
Soos. A new path to tread. Ooh, stat bonus. Luck. Okay, that's alright. Oh my god! Look at the dude! He looks so goofy with the armor on. Ooh. Ah, magic. Never mind. Probably you got the ability to fight unarmed.
I'm so glad.
I'm so glad!
Professor? There's something I need to say.
I'm happy to listen.
Thank you. How should I put this? I don't seem to be getting along with everyone. I don't contribute much either. Am I a nuisance to you, Professor? If so, I'll leave. Of course, my adoptive father may not understand.
Everybody's adopted here. Your adoptive father?
Oh, my adoptive father is one of the new nobles of the Alliance. His territory is to the north. He was a distant relative who took me in after my parents vanished. He's blessed with great drive and ambition. Some may go so far as to call it avarice.
Avarice.
He wishes to marry me off to a powerful noble. That's why he sent me to the academy. If I left now, I'm sure he'd have a strong opinion about it. Sorry. I strayed away from the topic. I'm not good at telling stories either.
I understand.
Good. I'm glad. So, as I was saying, are you sure I'm not bothering you, Professor?
You're no bother at all.
Oh, I'm so grateful to hear you say that. What I'm trying to say is, you should keep your distance. I'm more trouble than I'm worth.
I won't agree to that.
You only say that because you don't know the real me. I'm sorry, I have to go.
There she goes. Professor.
Ah, Professor. Always a pleasure to see you. I wonder, might you have a moment to chat?
Why?
Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen, well, that is to say, too valuable a member of the Academy staff.
Of course.
Indeed, the further my crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. Is it not so?
Is it not so?
For the lost crest, the very crest of flames itself, I set about learning everything I could about your past. What was the origin of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed, I must admit.
Oh boy.
Nothing so crass as an investigation. No, I researched. I spoke to mercenaries whom you've worked with in the past to learn about your life before the Academy. Of course, I also contacted Gerald and his mercenary friends. Your father does keep rather interesting company. I'm excited to share with you what I learned, but I do ask that you correct me if I am mistaken on any account. The story begins
Oh
with
boy.
Gerald serving as captain of the Knights of Seros. There was a woman at the monastery with whom Gerald was quite close. At first, it seemed obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong. As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery. Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary. This, of course, presumes your age is accurately reported. If you were born sooner, well, the story would be quite different, would it not?
Father's always one for secrets.
Oh, I am aware. You two were certainly enigmatic as far as mercenaries go. For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years. In the end, your old acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you. However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair, warriors to be respected and feared. You in particular. In fact, many came to know you as the Ashen Demon.
Ashen Demon?
They say you would destroy your enemies without a hint of emotion on your face. The mercenaries I spoke to revered you as a living legend of sorts. So, that is what I learned. And I admit, it is barely more than I knew before. The next step in my research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming.
You just gonna
than your
fucking
past
steal my blood, do a DNA test or some shit? Damn. Dude, everybody wants to talk to me today. What is going on?
Will Father never learn? All of these useless letters are only
Another one of
creating
these,
more rubbish in the
okay.
world. Professor? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. My apologies.
Was that a letter you were disposing of?
Oh, that paper. Well, Yes. Yes, it was. It was a letter from my father.
Isn't that important to you?
I understand where you're coming from here, but I have no need of such things. It isn't like anything of importance was written on it.
Damn.
Curious? I suppose there's no harm in allowing you to read it. Go on then.
My dearest daughter, Ingrid. Are you well? I trust that you are behaving yourself and refraining from causing trouble for others. Things on the home front are in order. A marriage proposal for you and the Viscount's son should be prepared soon. Although, I am quite certain there are many superior candidates at Garreg Mach Monastery. As you know, the very survival of our family is dependent upon whom you marry. You are the only one left in the family who can make things right. We are all counting on you. Do not lose sight of what truly matters.
A letter about marriage prospects.
Yes. Perhaps you found it somewhat entertaining. I've told you that we've never been very well off financially. My noble family, House Galatea, branched off from House Daphne in the Alliance. Shortly after, we were lucky enough to receive the support of the royal family, allowing us to attain nobility, to some extent. But the territory we watch over is poor, its harvest meager, and our noble blood too has grown thin. Neither my father nor my brothers bear a crest. I, however, do bear a crest. Because of this, my father sees me as our family's one hope for the future. A crest is highly prized among nobles. Were I to marry into a greater noble family, that financial support could soothe our woes.
What an awful way for him to treat you.
Thank you, Professor. Your sentiment alone is a great comfort to me. Despite my own feelings, I understand his approach to all this. It isn't that he doesn't care for me. I understand it very, very well, which is why I apologize, Professor. I must be going.
As she must.
I'm so sorry, Professor. I somehow overslept and missed our training session. didn't mean to cause you and the others so much trouble. Imagine if that had happened during one of our missions. It really is inexcusable.
Don't worry about it.
It's just, when I'm studying tactics, I lose track of time and... Oh, who am I kidding? I've always been like this. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I was a student at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad. Even back then, I was pulling all-nighters well before the exams. And I never even noticed I was harming myself. I'm just too focused on my goal.
It's just too good.
This, but I really
oh, so amazing.
It's a passion of sorts. I first realized I had the learning bug when I was about 4 or 5 years old. My father was so happy to see me using magic. Seeing him happy made me happy too. And that made me want to work even harder. If only things could have stayed like that.
What do you mean Gilbert doesn't like you anymore?
13, my father
Oh yeah, I forgot he left.
He was a devout man, so I figured he'd gone to the monastery. That's why I went to the School of Sorcery, so that I could eventually get accepted at the Officers Academy. I studied harder than ever, and sure enough, I finally earned a referral. Unfortunately, my passion for learning became more of an obsession. I got so focused, I kind of forgot how to relax. Feels like I've been running in circles ever since.
Rest is just as important as work.
That's true. Just look at today. If my hard work stops me from working hard, what good is it? Okay, it's decided. From now on, I'll try my best not to try my best.
Okay. That's confusing.
I'm sorry. All I meant is that I'll slow down a bit. From now on, if you see me going overboard, just let me know. I'm a new woman after all.
Great.